farmer's market today. They had some lamb bones for stock. This is just pieces. They're meaty. Anyway, I have 4 pounds of that. And we're going to use that. I've got a stalk of celery. I'm just going to roughly chop this up. Got 3 cloves of garlic there. Got a couple of small carrots. We're just going to roughly chop these. 2 onions. We're just going to cut these into quarters. Alright, now what I've got here is I've got the pan that I'm going to brown my bones in, and I got a pot with some water in it. I'm probably going to have to add some more water to it, but I'm going ahead and letting this water come up to temperature. That way we can start the simmering. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put these in here a few at a time, brown them up, throw them into the water. And as your pieces get color on them, just go ahead and put them in the pot. Then put another piece in and just keep working in relatively small batches so that your temperature of your pot doesn't go down too bad. Alright, so the bones are done. I got a couple bay leaves I'm going to throw in the pot. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw all my vegetables in here. Onion, carrot, celery, garlic. And we're going to toss these around and get a little color on these also. And hopefully the smoke alarm doesn't go off again. Alright, the veggies are picking up a little color now. Especially the carrots and celery. The onions are just kind of floating around and not really contacting too well. We're going to go ahead and put all this stuff in the pot. We're going to put a little bit more oil in here. We're going to take some tomato paste. Just going to fry this around a little bit. Turn that off the heat. Turn the heat off. Electric burner, it's still cooking. And we're going to deglaze this pan. We have to crank that heat back up. And we're going to scrape all this stuff off the bottom of the pan. Alright, that pan's clean. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this out and we're going to put it into our stock pot. Alright, so now we've got plenty of water. We've got everything covered good. This is coming up to a simmer. What we're going to do is we're going to turn that down. We're going to put the lid on there. And this has got a hole in the lid so we can just put it on. And we're going to simmer this for about 4 to 6 hours. So while your stock is cooking, once in a while come over here. Any fat that's pooling up on the top, we're going to go ahead and skim that off. If there's any foam or anything like that, we're going to take that off also. That'll help you have a nice clean stock whenever you get done. Alright, so this is done. Go ahead and turn that off. Now we're going to skim this off one more time. There we go. And what we'll start doing is we'll start straining stock. Now this stock is basically done at this point. All that's really left is to strain it and then cool it down. And then we could use it now, or we could put it away for storage. It's real good to take and freeze in separate containers. That way, as you need a little bit, you can take a little bit out of the freezer. Anyway, this is basically it. Alright, so it's day 2 of our hummus cooking extravaganza. As you can see, our chickpeas have swelled up quite a bit overnight. And what we're going to do is we're going to change this water. We're just going to we're going to rinse the beans off, we're going to rinse our bowl out. Kind of rough these up a little bit. Put them back in the bowl. We're going to cover these a little bit. There we go. Now they're not going to swell up much more than that. But anyway, we're going to let these set for a couple more hours. Okay, so this is our homemade veal stock that we had. After we cooked it yesterday and I strained it, I put it in the refrigerator overnight. And as you can see, a lot of the fat has kind of come up to the top, and it's now easier to take off these last little bits of fat out of the stock. We're going to take that out. You don't have to get it all out, but I like to get most of it out. Now remember, there's no salt or black pepper in this. So if you're used to working with the stocks that you buy in the store, those typically have a lot of salt in them. And right now this has no salt, or very little. It has a little bit from the tomato paste probably. Alright, now if you'll notice, this is fairly thick now, and that's a good thing. Anyway, what we're going to do is I've got some plastic bags here, and I'm going to put this in plastic bags, and then I'll take and put the plastic bags in the freezer. And we'll just use the stock as it's needed. Anyway, enjoy.